It's going to be a jump. Now here it looked like a jump. There, this looks like a foul to me.
Yeah.
Indiana, and you can see Caitlin saying you were right in front of her. What made you?
You just never know what's going to happen. It was worse than I thought from looking at it.
But when it is a simple call right in front of your face multiple times, what are you doing?
After witnessing Sophie Cunningham get completely destroyed with no repercussions, Caitlin Clark went completely crazy about the referees. To be honest, the Indiana Fever's thrilling 78-74 victory over the Seattle Storm should humiliate the entire WNBA. This was no ordinary missed call. This was a prime illustration of all the issues with current professional basketball officiating.
I don't even know what the players can do because the players aren't being protected. And I know so many of the times, like, we're talking about this when it comes to the Indiana Fever, but this does happen across the league. There are many plays that we could pull up. Do you guys have any suggestions on what can actually be done? The coaches get fined when they call them out to the media. Like, this is a top-down issue. This is a commissioner's issue.
After snagging a defensive rebound, Sophie was practically clutching onto the ball when she was thrown to the ground by a Storm player. Rather than playing basketball, they were playing football. As if he were taking in some afternoon entertainment at the neighborhood park rather than carrying out his duties, the referee was standing there, watching it happen. Clark burst out of the sidelines at that point. Despite the fact that she has been forced to watch from the sidelines for the past 7 games due to a persistent groin issue.
Now, am I ever advocating for players to throw other players on the ground? No, like we've seen so much of it throughout the WNBA. He watches this happen right in front of him. There's so much contact on the play and he does nothing. He doesn't blow his whistle. He doesn't stop the play. He doesn't call a foul here.
After seeing such obvious incompetence, she was unable to remain silent. "You were directly in front of her," she cried. "Why did you decide against it?" To be honest, the same question should be asked by all American basketball fans at the official level. The level of incompetence we saw was absolutely astounding. Hit the like button and leave a comment if you want to watch Sophie Cunningham continue to be an utter savage on the court and you're sick of referees destroying basketball. The drama surrounding WNBA officiating is reaching a breaking point that no one can ignore any longer, and this story is going to get wild. This season's biggest issue facing the WNBA was aptly encapsulated in Clark's rant.
We have updates and our recovery's going well. You know, it's just, I think for us staying the course and making sure that we're really diligent about each step that we take and that we don't have setbacks and that we're patient with it. I know she wants to be out here on the floor and we want her out here on the floor, but making sure that she's ready is the most important thing. You know, I still don't know how far we are. We're going to take it one step at a time, one day at a time, and go.
Officially, the referee situation is now a total catastrophe. And now, it's not just Fever supporters who are whining about it. Week after week, players, coaches, and league fans are criticizing these referees for their dreadfully bad decisions. Just consider the absurdity of this situation. Sophie Cunningham received a $500 punishment for merely sharing a TikTok that called referees worthless and stupid. However, there is no punishment for actual attack on the basketball court. That should tell you all you need to know about the WNBA's current priorities. Equally unsatisfactory has been the league's response. Kathy Angelbert, the commissioner, had the gall to claim that while losing teams constantly complain about the refereeing, victorious teams never do. When the biggest star in your league is being beaten up in every game while the referees act as like they don't see anything, that is arguably the most tone-deaf answer you can make. Reputable coaches like Becky Hammond are publicly going crazy due to the officiating's decline. Additionally, seasoned players like Kelsey Plum are arriving at news conferences with scratches on their bodies, asking why they only made 6 free throws while being pummeled the entire time.
The officiating in the WNBA, I kind of already went off on it, but it's just atrocious. Really, really bad. Like, there have got to be rules to present overt physicality from dominating the game. And that's what we've got. We've got it in the NBA, we've got it in the WNBA. Nobody wants to call a bunch of fouls, but these officials don't know what a foul is and a foul isn't. They can't even tell when a ball goes out of bounds. Like, you've got 2 million plus people watching some of these games. You have got to have a correctly officiated product, or at least confidently officiated product and competently officiated product.
One bright spot has emerged amidst the tumult, despite everyone's attention being drawn to the referee catastrophe. As Caitlin Clark heals from her injury, Sophie Cunningham has emerged as the Fever's most dependable clutch player with yet another outstanding performance.
And I got scratches on my face, I got scratches on my body, and these guards on the other team get these ticky-tack fouls, and I'm sick of it. I get fouled like that every possession. Ricky gets fouled like that in the post all the time, and they don't call it, and I don't know what else to do. Like, it's really frustrating, though. I'm like, I feel... I mean, there's multiple shots at the end of the game, either into the third, into the fourth, where they're just coming and swinging, and they just don't call it.
The woman finished with 17 points after making 5 of 6 shots from the field and 4 of 5 from three-point range. This is the ridiculous portion that demonstrates how much this squad is currently depending on her. Throughout the entire game, she was the only player from the Indiana Fever to make a three-pointer. Sophie finds that impressive, but everyone else on the roster finds it utterly horrifying.
That's a PNW win! W's in the chat.
W's in the chat.
Oh my gosh. That one just aged me, but we're getting better. Shoot, good win. Win's a win.
A dub is a dub, so keep on rolling.
Good job. I'm really proud of you guys. There were so many ways in a close game and in game situation where we grew today that were huge for us, y'all. That will pay dividends. So great job. I'm proud of you guys. Everybody contributed. Everybody came in and gave us a lift. Kels, I know it was a tough shooting day, but the way you facilitated and that one big jumper that you made. We dug in and got stops when we needed to. I mean, big time win, y'all. Big time win.
Nor is Sophie's remarkable streak of success a coincidence. Fans have dubbed her the Blonde Bomber because she often makes clutch shots when the team needs them most, and she has been on a roll lately. Since she defended Clark in that battle that went viral and made her an overnight sensation, her confidence is through the roof. Following that Connecticut Sun brawl, the woman had an explosion in jersey sales and an increase in her social media following of over 800,000. She is suddenly playing as though she is aware that everyone in the basketball world is observing her every move. She's delivering in the most amazing way imaginable, to be honest.
Games from Sophie Cunningham, the only player on the Indiana Fever to make her three tonight. The Indiana Fever were 4 of 21 from downtown, and Sophie Cunningham hit all 4 of those threes. 17 points. And the difference between this and the Lynx game, which was Sophie Cunningham's last really good breakout game, this wasn't late. This was, oh, we're struggling offensively. Somebody needs to come through, and Sophie Cunningham came through for us.
One of the season's most fascinating plotlines has been Sophie's journey from role player to real star. In addition to being the team's most reliable attacking threat, she is embracing the enforcer position. Her heroics couldn't entirely conceal what nearly turned into another classic Fever breakdown, which isn't something you see very frequently in professional basketball. In keeping with the theme of spectacular calamities, the Indiana Fever nearly blew a 13-point third-quarter lead in classic manner. This coaching staff apparently breaks out in hives or something when they have comfortable leads. Fans of the long-suffering Fever could recognize the trend all too well. Halfway through the third quarter, Sophie's scorching shooting and strong play from their supporting group put the team ahead 55-42. When Caitlin Clark isn't on the court, they proceeded as usual. They began to play as if they had never seen a basketball before. To end the third quarter, Seattle embarked on a 10-2 run, reducing the lead to 4 points going into the final 12 minutes. What should have been a straightforward road win abruptly became yet another stressful nightmare for Fever supporters worldwide. The collapse in the fourth quarter was a heart attack waiting to happen, and it nearly occurred again. With just over 3 minutes remaining, the Storm was able to reduce the margin to 73-72. Since we've seen this movie before and it typically doesn't end well, you could almost hear every Fever fan reaching for their blood pressure medication at that time. The squad has a frustrating tendency to take a significant lead and then, when it counts most, forget how to play basketball.
Sophie the blonde bomber. Sophie the trophy lit it up again tonight. Man, she has been nothing short of spectacular as of late. 5 of 6 from the floor, 4 of 5 from 3, 3 for 4 from the free throw line, 17 points, 2 assists, 5 rebounds. Sophie, the blonde bomber, has been on fire. Sophie stepped it up in a big time way. That is what you need. When your best player is out, you need the ancillary pieces to step up and deliver. And that is what Sophie Cunningham.
When it comes to appropriately ending games, they seem to have a psychological obstacle. Anyone watching could see who was the main culprit behind this almost catastrophe. The primary cause of the Fever's near collapse was Kelsey Mitchell's decision to put on one of her worst shooting performances ever. It was terrible to see her play, to be honest, for everyone, even Mitchell herself. The woman shot 0 of 8 from three-point range and 3 of 16 from the field. For the majority of the evening, she was essentially performing for the Seattle Storm. Her shooting issues have gotten so bad that, using the lunar calendar or something, you can practically tell when she's going to lose it.